Hello, and welcome to a high-level overview demonstration of the Dynamics 365 Business Central Deferral Cockpit app. In this session, we'll be looking at the key functional areas that are included within the Deferral Cockpit extension for Business Central. As we take a look at these features, you'll see how it offers additional functionality to the standard deferrals already found in Business Central and provides finance management, directors, and financial controllers with quick and easy to access visibility of deferrals posted within the system. The Deferral Cockpit can be accessed from three areas within Business Central, either from the customer list, the vendor list, or the general ledger entries page. And depending on where it's open, this will determine the type of deferrals that are displayed, that is sales, purchasing, or general ledger deferrals. Okay, so let's first of all create a sales invoice and post it to create deferral entries. So from my role center in my demonstration Cronus database, I'm going to select sales invoice for the actions section. And in my new invoice, I'll select my customer. I'm going to select date and corporation. I'm going to change my posting date just so that it falls within my allowed posting dates. There we go. And I'm going to put in an external document number. And then on the lines, I'm going to select an item which I know already has a deferral template set up against it. In this case, it's item 1026 for software licenses. I'll put in my quantity of 12. And so I'm going to defer for 12 equal periods. And I can check the setup on this by going to line, related information, defer schedule, which is standard Business Central functionality. And I can see here how the defer schedule is worked out. So 12 equal months. Okay, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to post it. Post. Do I want to post the invoice? Yes, please. And the invoice will hopefully post successfully. Okay, so it's posted as invoice number 103248. I don't want to have a look at it yet. So back in my role center, I can now go and have a look at the Business Central Deferrals Cockpit. And I can access this from my customer list page. So I'm going to go to customers. And my customer list page will open. And from here, I can go to related, history, deferral cockpit. And the Business Central Deferral Cockpit opens up for customers. Okay, so when the Deferral Cockpit opens, the first thing to notice is at the top here we have a date range filter. Here we can enter a date range in the normal way, normal Business Central filtering methods, so that we can view the deferral that has been posted in a specific period. So in this case, it opens up from the 18th of February 21 through to the next year. And it lists all the customers and their invoices that have been posted with a deferral template assigned to it. So they're listed all down the top here. The next thing to notice is that the cockpit is divided into two sections. So the top half, as I've just mentioned, we have a list of all the documents by customer. The bottom half of the cockpit is a graphical display of the deferral values displayed in this case as a bar chart by period. The bar chart is automatically filtered according to which line you're currently focused on in the top. So at the moment, focused on the datum, I can go down to one specific invoice. I can go to the invoice that I've just posted, 103248, and it shows me the deferral schedule. If I go down to the bottom, to the grand total, it gives me a total of all deferred invoices. Bear in mind that only the periods that fall within the date range entered in the date filter at the top of the cockpit will be displayed. Okay, what's really useful as well, I can then go to any one of my documents and click on it to actually open that posted invoice up. In this case, the invoice that we've just posted. And from there, I can go and view the actual deferral values if I want to. Okay. One last thing to notice is that the cockpit can also be filtered further by selecting the standard filter option on the right here. So I can build up further filters. For example, I could filter on account name and just look at those deferred invoices for trade research in this case. Let's close the deferral cockpit down. So that was the deferral cockpit for the customers. Similarly, I can also have a look at the deferral cockpit for vendors. So in the same way, I can go to my vendor list. I can then, from my more options section on the actions toolbar, select related, history, and deferral cockpit. And the deferral cockpit opens and you'll notice it looks exactly the same, but this time filtered just for vendor and vendor invoices that have been posted with a deferral schedule. Again, with all the detail of the documents at the top here and the bar chart at the bottom. And again, we have the filter at the top that we can use. Finally, the cockpit can also be accessed from general ledger entries. So back on my landing page, if I go to my chart of accounts, and I'm going to select account 10600 because I know that has a deferral template already assigned to it. And I drill into my balance. And from here, I can go to related and deferral cockpit. And again, deferral cockpit set out in exactly the same way, this time for GL entries and the account 10600. The final thing to point out is that if I go back to my landing page, my role center, there is also a deferral manager role center available, which can be assigned to users. This provides a landing page for Business Central, which includes links to the 3 cockpit areas in the actions section. So I've got here a quick link to deferral cockpit for customers, for vendors, and general ledgers. And if I scroll down, I have an overview of the cockpits in the Insights section, again for my customers, my vendors, and the general ledger. This concludes the overview demonstration of the Deferral Cockpit app for Dynamics 365 Business Central. Thank you very much for watching. And if you'd like more information about this app or any of the other modules, please contact Tisski.